The illustrious national treasure, Morgan State University.
Okay, Baltimore in the building.
I have the honor of being an ESPN Roden Fellow here and also being a proud member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated.
Girl, we see you.
I see you somewhere. Well, Stephen A., this is my hot take. I like the way the Cleveland Browns are handling Shedeur. What do you think?
It remains to be seen. Everything is looking good right now. He's getting an opportunity in his first preseason game this weekend. We'll see what he does. But time will tell. Because when I look at the Cleveland game, they say if you got more than one quarterback, you really have none.
Zeros.
And they got about 4 or 5 quarterbacks on their roster. And so you just brought in Tyler Huntley. All right, got Dylan Gabriel, got Joe Flacco, got Kenny Pickett, and a Shedeur. So we're going to see. But I'll give them the benefit of the doubt right now. They drafted them. Props to them. And Stefanski's a good coach. We'll see what they do, but it remains to be seen. The jury's still out on that.
Let me just add this. The real question in Cleveland is, who does Kevin Stefanski want? What does he want? Because they drafted 2 quarterbacks, Dylan Gabriel going ahead of Shedeur Sanders. So all of this, Shedeur has an opportunity, that's great, but it's up to the head coach. It's not about, we heard Andrew Berry made this pick, right? It's about the head coach and who he wants to have on the field.
Okay, Mark, but you spent time in Cleveland. No inclination so far?
So much time here in Cleveland. I love it.
Sure you do.
No, right now because of injuries. Stephen just mentioned Tyler Huntley coming in. It's because of injuries, and when they're going down and having these joint practices with the Carolina Panthers, they need other bodies on the field.
Got it. Swagu, to the original question or statement from Reagan that this is being handled well. Thoughts?
I look at this as an opportunity for Shedeur Sanders. I don't look at it as a setup or he's in a bad situation, because for Shedeur in this particular situation, adversity has been a part of his journey. He's responded to it. I didn't think he was a 5th round pick. I was not shocked that he didn't go in the 1st round. I have sources, y'all. And no, it was on the cuff of that. 5th round was absolutely insane. And I agree with Stephen A. when he talks about him getting drafted in the 5th round had a lot to do with outside things other than football. But in this particular opportunity, like, I don't want to start preaching, but don't God make a way?
Come on now.
Right?
Always.
Like, how many times have we seen 3 quarterbacks get hurt for a 4th or a 5th string guy to get an opportunity to play in the preseason game and get the bulk of the reps and have an opportunity to change the perception? If Shedeur Sanders, it don't have to be great. It don't have to be awe-inspiring. It has to be solid. I can run the offense. I can do this in a manner in which Kevin Stefanski is like, okay, we want to see him with more reps, with the better players when we get to practice. He's auditioning in this preseason game for an opportunity in practice to play with the guys that are going to play on Sunday. And I think if he takes advantage of it, we will all sit here and say, yeah, they should have took Shedeur in the 1st round.
Reagan, Swagu's a large, convincing man. Isn't he? I see you looking at his eyes.
Well, listen. What I love about First Take, the #1 morning sports show for the last 13 years, is
give it up for that.
Hello.
Here's what I love about First Take. Nobody keeps receipts better than us.
All right, then.
And so Swagu is on camera saying what he said.
Yep.
He's right. I'm going to be watching. We all going to be watching. And if Shedeur Sanders goes out there and looks good and somehow, some way is low on the depth chart because of the Joe Flacco's of the world and the Dylan Gabriels of the world, let's just say we're going to be talking about the Cleveland Browns.
All right, we got more First
Leave it at
Take.
that.
Yeah, we're going to drop a pin right. No, we're going to drop the mic, not a pin.
Yes.
Drop the mic right there because we got more First Take coming up after the break. Calandria, Reagan, thank you.
It's a preseason game. Shedeur Sanders passing yards. This is at ESPN Bet. It's the only sportsbook offering Shedeur props right now. 601.5 passing yards. We need 601 to go over. I like it. If he plays 4 games this year, we need 150 yards per game. You got to see what you have in the guy because you have a loaded quarterback class coming out next season, and this team has 2 first-round picks. D. Wood, your thoughts on this as we get set to welcome Dan Graziano back into the show to talk about Shedeur?
Golly, this is a tough one. Have we forgotten that Dylan Gabriel is in this equation? Hurt. He's hurt now, but he's going to be on the roster. He's going to be on the roster. That means Shedeur is going to have to leapfrog Dylan Gabriel, guy who was drafted ahead of him, in order to fulfill this prop bet right there. I don't know.
Oh, you're on board with that one?
Yeah, that's the only one.
See, we rattled you on the last one, so now all of a sudden you're in part.
That's a no-brainer. Come into my office next time.
All right, so he's going to play tonight. He's taking on Carolina. Graz, we're going to start with you. Welcome back to the show. What's at stake for Shedeur Sanders tonight?
He has the opportunity to change some minds and to change the plans of the Cleveland Browns coaching staff in terms of how they are going to allocate opportunity for the rest of training camp. He has been fourth on the depth chart all offseason among the Browns' healthy quarterbacks. But because Dillon Gabriel and Kenny Pickett are not healthy, and because Joe Flacco is 40 years old, Shedeur Sanders is getting a chance to start tonight's game. That was not the initial plan, but it is an opportunity. If he performs well, if he performs at a high level, if the Cleveland coaching staff gathers tomorrow and says, wow, he's further along than we thought he was when we waited till the 5th round to take him, then maybe they rearrange things and he starts to get more first-team opportunities here in the coming weeks. The Browns will turn over any rock for a quarterback solution. Just because they waited till the 5th round to take him does not mean they are against making him their starter. He has the opportunity to show them that he's more than just a 5th round pick.
What happens if he just balls out tonight?
He's planting the seed in Kevin Stefanski's head. Remember, we got to throw out the pre-draft stuff, okay? This is the reality of the situation is he's a 5th round quarterback, fourth string on the depth chart. If he goes out there with this unique opportunity, and what it is unique, because he's going to play damn near the whole game. If he goes out here and balls out, he's going to earn more opportunities in practice, more opportunities maybe with the first team with the Cleveland Browns in practice. So there's a lot riding on this game tonight for Shedeur Sanders.
Harold, if there's one thing he can't do, what would that be?
The number one must that every offensive coordinator get up and says in their meeting room is protect the football. Your number one job as the quarterback is to protect the football. And also, make sure you have a plan for tests that are thrown at you, unlike Anthony Richardson did last night.
I mean, you got to figure Cleveland going into this game, keep it simple, right? Keep it very simple. Aren't the Panthers starting their players on D?
Starting players on defense. So if you go out there and you ball out versus those guys, you're building in the right direction and build off that next week in practice, but also the next time you play in a preseason game.
It's going to be a big situation for him. Just look clean, right? Professionalism. Yep. Go out there tonight, show the Browns that you're the type of guy that even with some, it matters more than anything else. Shedeur Sanders gets the start tonight for the Cleveland Browns due to a bevy of injuries at the position. This is going to be as watched as any game Cleveland's had in quite some time, and it doesn't even matter in terms of counting in the standings. D. Wood, what happens here if Shedeur actually goes and balls out?
He plants a seed. I talked about it yesterday on this very show, planting the seed with Kevin Stefanski. We have to remember, we got to throw out the pre-draft process. At the end of the day, Shedeur Sanders is a 5th round quarterback, 4th on the depth chart, okay? He's been presented with a unique opportunity due to injuries and other guys in the same position group that if he goes out there and plays really well, it'll give him more opportunities. Kevin Stefanski will look at the same thing and say, you know what? We need to add more to his play. Right. Maybe we give him some reps with the first team, or just elevate him a little bit. That's what's at stake for him tonight, the opportunity to earn more opportunities moving forward.
You want to know what's the best thing, though?
What's that?
That Carolina's, they're playing their starters. So if you're just Shedeur Sanders,
easy.
You say to yourself, I don't want to go against no doggone backups. I want to go against starters. So if I ball out, hey, you know what? I've aced that first test. Now can I build off of that? Can I get more reps in practice? And then can I showcase more skills when it comes to the next preseason game?
What's the number one thing he can't do tonight?
Turn the football over and not have answers to the test like we've seen Anthony Richardson in his first preseason game this season.
Hey, Graz, what's at stake for Shedeur tonight in your opinion?
Yeah, opportunity. This is a surprise opportunity. He has been 4th on the depth chart among the Browns' healthy quarterbacks all offseason, but because of the injuries D. Wood referenced, he's going to get the start tonight. And if he shows that he's more than a 4th string quarterback, then that could alter their plan for his opportunity in the coming weeks. It could alter their plan for practice reps, which Shedeur Sanders needs more of if he's going to show